Here we go. Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is December 3rd, 2024. I think yesterday we made our Super Bowl video a little too early, just one day too early. If I would have waited for today, it would have been a better video because I think we got the clues that we was looking for, especially now with the death of Eminem's mother at the age of 69 days before the Super Bowl. I think it's safe to say that the Lions will be the team to represent in the Super Bowl for Detroit. All right, so let's talk about it. Eminem's mom, Debbie Nelson, passes away at the age of 69, supposedly from lung cancer. This is according to People magazine. It says here that Debbie Nelson, the mother of rapper Eminem, has died. She was 69 years old. A representative for Eminem's confirmed to People that Nelson died in the evening of Monday, December 2nd in St. Joseph, Missouri. I think that's Missouri. From complications related to lung cancer. TMZ was first to report the news of Nelson's death. News of her illness was first reported by multiple outlets back in September. Okay. If you guys remember, Eminem also sacrificed his father back in 2019. And he died right before turning 67 years old. So he died at the age of 66. And notice right here, in the language of Gematria, Lions, the team from Detroit where Eminem is from, notice the nice little 24, like how this is the year 24. He loses his mother at the age of 69. Lions equals 69. And her death comes 69 days before the Super Bowl, a big number with the Jesuit order. And notice Lions is also 66, like how his father, again, he died in 2019 at the age of 66. Even though TMZ reported that he was 67, he wasn't 67 years old. He died 3 days. Actually, he died 4 days before his birthday. He was born June 30th, 1952. So from 1952 to 2019, it is 67 years, but again, he didn't make it to his 67th birthday. He died 4 days before. So he died at the age of 66. And as you guys saw, Lions is 69 and 66 in Gematria. So he sacrificed both of his parents for the Rick Super Bowl, which will be played on February 9th, 2025. And keep in mind that his surname is Matters. Like how his parents' life didn't matter. What matters is these rig championships and these rituals. Notice Matters equals 105, like how this is the 105th NFL season. He sacrificed both his parents for the Rick Super Bowl. This was one of the clues that I was looking for. I know I was going to say that I was going to charge for my prediction, but I guess I can't because it's impossible to cover this story and not show the synchronicity with the Super Bowl. So a lot of you are going to get lucky now. You don't have to pay. I can't cover the Eminem mother's death without mentioning how it synced up with the Lions. I just can't do it. So I wish the clue would have been a little bit different, but I mean, this is what they gave us this year. All right, so Detroit Lions, who are 11-1, and then of course he dies right before the Lions are playing a primetime game against the Packers on Thursday, where they have the chance to become 11-2 or 12-1. We'll see, because blood sacrifice is 121, but Super Bowl is 112. So we'll talk about that on Patreon later on, to see who wins the Thursday night football game. But because both of those teams have a 35 riddle to it. Both the coaches can pick up their 35th loss, so that's a little tricky. That's a tricky game. But yeah, his mother died at the age of 69. But isn't it funny how TMZ reported that he died at the age of 67? And I know why they did that, because if you guys notice, Eminem's mother, she was born January 6th, right? And from her birthday, her 69th birthday, to her death on December 2nd, she died yesterday. They reported the news today. She died 331 days after her birthday, the 67th prime number. So I'm thinking that's why they reported that his father died at 67, even though he was only 66. Again, 331, the 67th prime number. Notice Satanic is 67 and 122. Right, she's dead on 12/2, 331 days after her birthday, the 67th prime number. And we know blood sacrifice, human sacrifice. They always bring these numbers together, 67. And then his father, also dead in connection to this number, dead in his 67th year of life, right before his 67th birthday, at the age of 66, the Gematria of Lions. And this is interesting too. You guys remember the song My Mom by Eminem? Came out on May 15th, 2019. His mother, who this song was dedicated to, ended up dying 201 days after the anniversary of that record. From May 15th, the 15th, the 15th year anniversary of that record, to her death, 201 days. And we know the Jesuit order is 69 and 201. She's dead at the age of 69. 69, again, that's an important number to the Catholic Church as well. The Illuminati, the Jesuit order. And again, it's an important number to the Detroit Lions as well. The team that might be in the Super Bowl 69 days from now. Yeah, I don't know how they don't go after this ritual. I mean, this looks really good. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These are the type of rituals that happen right before the team goes to the championship game. And yeah, the Lions. This is what I was saying yesterday. The Lions are plus 150 to represent the NFC, to represent Detroit. I was thinking maybe the Philadelphia riddle with the Pennsylvania teams, but I don't know. I don't know how it could be anybody else besides the Lions now at this point, especially with the death of Eminem's both parents. I mean, you sacrifice both of your parents for the Rig Championship. I mean, you must really care about the Lions. And then Lions has that nice little 24. And this is why last year I picked them. And a lot of people was criticizing me why I picked the Lions last year. The reason is because when Eminem's father died, he died. No, he didn't die last year. What was it? No. Yeah, this year. I mean, the Super Bowl was played in the year 24, even though it was the 23rd. It was the year 23. It started. It's the last season was the 23-24 season. Right, the Super Bowl was played in the year 24. So when I saw the Lions had that 24 gematria, I said they might have the Lions in the Super Bowl in the year 24. But technically, this is the 24th season, right? This is year 24. This is the 24-25 season. The Super Bowl will be played in the year 25, though. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's why last year I was leaning on the Lions. And we was wrong, right? The 49ers ended up playing the Chiefs in the Big 3 ritual with Patrick Mahomes. He got his third championship, scored a winning touchdown from the 3-yard line, blah, 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 and all the rest of the stuff we covered already. Yeah, but I don't know how the Lions don't go after this ritual. I mean, both of his parents dead at 69 and 66. Oh, and keep in mind that his mother died 46 days after his birthday. Sacrifice is 46. Eminem born October 17th. His mother died 46 days after his birthday. The sacrifice number. We know Foreseen Bargains 46. Shout out to Mary and Marcus. I don't know where she's been. She disappeared from the face of the map. From the face of the community, I mean. She was very helpful to this community. I don't know what happened though. But hopefully she's okay. And she's doing well. She definitely contributed a lot to this community. She showed us a lot. Hopefully she returns. Some other details. We know how cancer, because they saying that his mother died from cancer. Eminem's mother died from lung cancer, and of course lung cancer has that gematria of 44, like kill, chemo, cancer is 44 as well, and that connects to his father as well because his father died on the day with 44 numerology. June 26, 2019, 44 date numerology. So both parents dead in connection to the number 44, and both parents dead in connection to the number 67. And both parents dead in connection to the Detroit Lions. And keep in mind, Detroit is also 44. And of course, he died on the 26/6 date, right? Jesus Hamalan Salvatore's 266. Um, and yeah, yesterday day with 38 numerology. Of course, he died yesterday on the day with 38 numerology. There's a lot. It's probably a lot more to this ritual, but once because this is the thing, right? When I was looking up, I looked up his father's death, and I said, "Oh, look, he died at 67." And I'm like, wait, why would they kill him at 67 when lines equals 66? So what I did was, I said, you know what? They're probably trying to trick us. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna measure. I'm gonna do this manually, and I'm gonna measure from his birthday to his actual date to see how old he actually was. And that's how I learned that he was actually 66 and not 67. You see, he was born in 1952. Because it didn't make sense why they would kill him at 67 when the gematria of lines is 69 and 66. You see? That's why you have to be careful with these stories. A lot of times they throw us off. But look, 1952, he was born. Look up his birthday so you guys can see it on the screen. There it is. Oh, now they got it at 51? That's not true, man. Yo. Okay, so it depends on what source you look at. Some sources say he was born in 51. Other sources say he was born in 52. That's why you can't trust the internet, man. See, right here, they're saying that he was born in 1952. And I think that is right. He was born in 52. Because that makes sense for the ritual with the lions. But of course, they change dates around like they always do. Well, it's hard for me to believe that he was born in 51 when this is clearly saying he was born in 52. Wikipedia. But look. So now we're not gonna really know because there's conflict, there's misleading news outlets. So, yeah. So if he was born in how was it again? That's the thing. If he was born in because if he was born in 51, he would have been 68. See, that's what I'm saying, man. What the hell? Hold on. I think I did something wrong here. What am I? It's something I'm not. I'm not. I did something wrong. I don't know what it was. Hold on. He died in 2019. What am I doing wrong? Why is it coming out like this? Man, this is the problem with not having a reliable source, man. Because all these different birthdays are just throwing me off. Because was he born on June 30th, 1951, or was he born on June 30th, 1952? I mean, which one is it? Now we have to play this guessing game with these people. Yeah, I guess unless we find a reliable source, like a birth certificate or something, we're not gonna really know this guy's age. Oh my god, why I keep coughing? I'm sorry, you guys. My bad. Oh man, because this is the thing, right? If he was born in 51, that means he died right before his 68th birthday. Oh, okay. Now I'm doing it right. My bad. Now I'm doing it right. Oh, I knew. I was like, what? Okay, so this is what it was. Okay, thank God I figured it out, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he was born June 30th, 1951 or 1952. If he was born in 52, like I thought he was, or at least what I read earlier, now I don't know no more. See, here it says he was born in the year 52, died in 2019. If that is correct, if you notice, he was born June 30th, 1952, to his death date on June 26th, 2019. He was 66 years old, and it was 361 days after his birthday. So he died right before his 67th birthday, right? But if he was born in the year 51, he was 67 years old. So unless we confirm his actual year of birth, I don't know how I can't say that this matters anymore. But I do think that I do think I mean why would he die at 67 when this is clearly connected to the Detroit Lions, right? So I think he was born in the year 52, you guys. So, but and of course Eminem is 52 years old right now as well. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know. They're saying 51, but either way, again, both his parents died and connected to the number 67. Right? He died in his 67th year of life anyway. So, we'll move on. But I do think he died at 66. So, because that would be perfect for the ritual with the lines. Let me see if there's any news sources that reported him dying at 66. Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to go with 1951 because most news outlets are saying he died at 67. So, but it doesn't make sense for them to have 1952 on one post and then 1951 on another. Um, that's the problem with not knowing the facts. If I had more ability to find out, this person's date of birth or his have access to his birth certificate, I can confirm what year he was born. Because then the ritual will be complete with the lines having that 66 value in there. But everything else is pretty consistent. I mean, um, his mother's date of birth is pretty reliable. I think I could trust this date of birth, January 6, 1955. Most outlets are saying that she died at 69. And yeah, I wasn't coughing all day. Now, as soon as the live stream starts, I start coughing. It's weird. But okay. So let's take a look at some other things. Yeah, it says here that the rapper's mom was previously diagnosed with lung cancer. Okay, so let's find out what date did they diagnose her with lung cancer. So, Debbie Nelson, cancer diagnosis date. She was diagnosed with cancer back in September, and then she died a couple of months after. What day was that exactly? Uh, oh my god, I'm gonna have to end the live stream, you guys. I cannot focus. Okay, so it was September back in 2005. Oh, okay, so no, it wasn't this year. It must really suck being an entertainer, man. You have to sacrifice your parents. I mean, it doesn't get more satanic than that. The people who brought you into the world, you have to kill them in order to be famous and have a rap career. September 4th, is that the date? Okay, so it says here that September 4th. What year was this? I guess he meant it when he said, "I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you." I guess he meant that because this is definitely hurting her. Took her life, man. 46 days after 2 months ago. So yeah, it was this year then. Let me see something. 9/4 2024. 12/2. Dead 89 days after her diagnosis. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Yeah, it was this year. They announced that she was terminally ill with advanced lung cancer. On September 11th, 2024, they came out with this news. Eminem delivers MTV VMAs opener amid news of mother's cancer battle. This was the MTV VMAs opener. So this was on September 11th. Yeah, 83 days. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Today's 83 days after. Okay, so when was the MTV VMAs? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So he just performed at the MTV Video Music Awards, the VMAs. He opened up, and that was on September 11th, 2024. His mother ended up dying a span of 83 days after. When murder's 83. That makes sense. That makes sense. And then they put out this article. that says Eminem delivers MTV and VMAs opener amid news of his mother's cancer battle. And then she's gone on a day with 38 numerology 83 days after this event, when murder's 38 and 83. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Did he perform I'm Sorry Mama? Oh, Lord. He opened up the ceremony with his performance of Houdini. Yeah, you made your mom disappear. You're right about that. That was a perfect song. The guy who made his mom disappear with the Gematria of Houdini. 44, like cancer, like lung cancer, like chemo. And I think September 11th was the kill date, right? For that month. I think it was. That was definitely the kill date. Oh my God, look at this. The rapper's VMA performance marks a significant milestone in his career with the awards show. His history with the VMAs dates back to 1999 when he made his debut performance and won Best New Artist Award. Since then, Eminem has amazed an impressive 67 VMA nominations. And then his mother's dead 331 days after his birthday at 67 prime. His father died at the age of 67, a blood sacrifice number. Can't make this shit up. With 13 wins already under his belt, he holds the record for the most Moon Person trophies among rap artists and is tied with Peter Gabriel for the most wins among male artists across all genres. Moon Person, right? He gets the Moon Person award. He gets the Moon Person trophy, I mean. And his mother's dead on a Monday, on Moon's Day. Somebody save me. Yeah. Think it's too late, buddy. The rapper's mother, Nelson, 69, is terminally ill with advanced lung cancer. A source close to the situation revealed. There are not many options for Debbie. She is currently staying between the cancer center and with family members. She has a very limited amount of time left. Yeah, 83 days left. For those of you that don't know, Murder's 83. She died 83 days after the VMAs. And Murder's also 38. She died on the day with 38 in numerology. And then she died at the age of 69 days before the Super Bowl. And I'm guessing his father died at the age of 66. But we don't know. I don't know. Because I can't confirm it. Hold on, man. I got to drink something. Okay. So I can't confirm his father's age, but if somebody can, it'll definitely shed some light on what's going to happen on February 9th with the Lions. Okay, yeah, if you guys want to call in, the number's on the screen, 646-986-0958. My presentation is complete, so if you guys want to add on to it, please call in. Hello? All right. So the person just hung up. If you want to call back, sir or ma'am, feel free. Mm-hmm. How you doing, RC? Brad? Adam Landsman? How you guys doing? KG 89, what's going on, my brother? M equals 13. Let's see what you guys wrote. Oh, here we go with the cloning bullshit. Come on, you guys. Call me Kinfolk for any cloning information that you guys need. Go to Call Me Kinfolk YouTube channel. He is an expert on cloning. is that? Guarantee an African American quarterback will win the Super Bowl. Okay, we'll see. Jared Goff is white. Hello? How you doing? Thank you for the call.
I live quite close to you.
Well,
You listening?
yes, I am.
I've noticed lately that someone's been stealing my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Now, my elderly neighbor next door thinks the internet is black magic, and my other neighbor can't speak English, let alone get online.
Let me ask you something. Do you think trolling is gonna help the world become a
I
better
can
place?
only conclude that it's you, so please stop.
Do you think you're making the world a better place?
I wouldn't mind if you'd have just asked, but this is really rude.
I get you trying to get people to laugh, but nobody's laughing at you, sir. Nobody's laughing. You're not funny. So are you making the world a better place with your comedy? Oh, you hung up. These people think they're funny, but it's like you could say something funny, but let it be funny. You know, trolling is not gonna make the world a better place. Here we are exposing something that's really important, and you feel like this is the time to troll. People are losing their life, sacrifices is happening, rig championship is taking place. Um, all this satanic stuff is going on in the world, and you feel like this is the time for comedy. Like this is what I mean. I don't understand how the mindset of people operate. Like I don't get it. Like there is a place for comedy, right? But there's also a place to be serious and take things serious. And this is one of those times. This is not a joke. This is not. Yeah, I get it. You're not related to Eminem. Who cares what happens to Eminem's family? But these type of rituals happen every day, and they happen to everyday people. So yeah, today it might be Eminem in the headlines, and tomorrow it might be somebody else, somebody who didn't sell their soul to the Illuminati, because the Illuminati they murder regular people as well. So I don't get what's the point of the trolling? You don't sound like you're from the Bronx. I mean, what a unfunny joke that was. Oh, you're stealing my Wi-Fi, buddy. Ooh. Not funny. Not funny. Try again. Hello.
Yo, Super Troop.
What's going on?
Right now, it's first time calling in, but I'm kind of just interested. Like I just kind of tuned into the stream. Like maybe it's been like 10 minutes, but I was just thinking like it being like 24 Super Bowl 59. Wouldn't it be a black person who win quarterback? But my only
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. They could be paying tribute because if it is like let's say it is the Bills, they could be paying tribute to a former black player like O.J. Simpson. Because it doesn't have to necessarily be a black quarterback. That I mean, I don't know who wrote that rule. That just because I mean, does Super Bowl 42 have a black quarterback?
sorry, I don't even know.
All right, let's look. Let's see who were the two teams in Super Bowl 42.
Okay.
Okay, so Super Bowl 42, it was the Giants versus the Patriots.
Oh,
And
wow.
those were not black quarterbacks. Tom Brady, Eli Manning.
Damn. Then yeah, I guess you have a point. And then like another thing I was thinking, even with like the black quarterback thing, is like most of the black quarterbacks that's doing good in the league right now, I don't think they're married. And if you look at maybe the last 10, 15 Super Bowls, every guy that won it has at least a wife, or they're at least married.
Okay, what about Jared Goff? Is he married?
Yes.
Oh, there you
I
go.
think he recently just got married. Like maybe it's been a year or so.
Yeah, because I don't think it's an accident. Eminem's mom dying at 69 days before the Super Bowl when Lions equals 69. I don't think that's an accident.
You talking about for Eminem, right?
Yeah, Eminem's mom.
Yeah, that is pretty weird, man. Your mom and your dad died. That's
Yeah. His dad died so I don't know if he died at 66 or 67, but Wikipedia reported that he was born in 52, which means he was 66, and Lions equals 66 and 69. So
damn. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, man. I'm not really sure what to think about it. I was just kind of hold on to like kind of the black narrative thing, just because of like year 2020. We're in the year 2024.
Yeah, but going back to 19 to Super Bowl 42, they had two white quarterbacks and the Giants won. And I don't exactly remember what that ritual was about, but it wasn't black related.
Gotcha. Also, you don't think this one will probably be the same thing either?
Yeah, it doesn't have to. It doesn't. It could be a black quarterback in there, but it doesn't. That's not a. It's not a guarantee. It doesn't necessarily have to happen. Cause it could have just have you know Josh Allen and Jared Goff, and then pay tribute to O.J. Simpson who died 59 days before the last Super Bowl. So they could make it do it. Have it like that, but um. I don't know who the opponent will be. I did. This does look good for the Lions, though. I'm gonna admit.
Gotcha. I mean, like me, cause I was thinking my children would be like the Packers, even though I'm kind of biased being a Packers fan.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm not gonna put up my prediction for free though. It's gonna cost $1. So when once I do think it's gonna be the Lions. I just gotta see who they're gonna play against. So
Gotcha. Yeah, and I watched your stream about that pick. I think it was yesterday or maybe a couple of days ago or something.
yeah,
Yeah, watching that stream about your pick. I do want to get into your Patreon because I just moved. I just moved back to my home state. So gonna get into that. So I'm gonna tap in with you for sure.
yeah, because the Lions and the Bills are the two favorites to win their conferences. So
Hmm. Well, damn. I guess there you have it. But I think the Lions could just fold in the playoffs. I think they're just.
yeah, but this ritual looks really good for them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna let mom go for no reason.
Hmm.
Mom and dad.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, and he talked at that. I mean, I don't know if him talking at that convention plays a part or anything like if he said anything significant there about like the city of Detroit or anything like that when he at the Democratic rally that he was talking at for Kamala.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta look into that.
Yeah, but that's all I have for you, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the call.
Yeah.
Detroit in their 95th season. Let me see how this lines up with Matthew Stafford real quick. February 7th. Matthew Stafford is not the quarterback. What am I doing? Jared Goff. October 14th. He was born 3 days before Eminem. They always find a way to incorporate the rappers into the championship game. I always say this. Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar. Hello? How you doing? Thank you for the call.
Hey, it's on live, right?
Yes, you are live. Yes.
This is Vince. This is Vince from California.
How you doing, Vincent? Nice to hear from you.
Hey, same here. So, I was gonna mention that, possible picks or whatever. So I don't know if you, when I texted you last night, if you understand my text. So, what I wanted to mention was, um, like I mentioned to you before in the past, is there's a lot of patterns. So if you look at history and you go back, um, and all the decades, which is each decade is 10 years. Um, if you look at all the decades, you'll notice that the pattern is one team gets three Super Bowl wins. So this decade started in with the 49ers in Super Bowl 54. So you'll notice that the Kansas City Chiefs already got their three Super Bowl wins. I'm not saying that they can't go to the Super Bowl, but they can't win again because you're going back in the past, and they're not going to break. They're not going to break that three just for Mahomes or just for the Chiefs. Because if you look at last 10 years was New England Patriots. The 10 years before that was New England Patriots, and on and on. So, and then I also noticed that last year when they had that State Farm commercial, when they were in the locker room and they mentioned something about bundle, and and I guess the other actor that said he said, or either him or Patrick Mahomes said, not if you bundle them. Well, bundle was number 58, and because the reason why they did that is because Kansas City Chiefs doesn't. There's nothing that equals 58 in that name, or the headquarters that they come from, the county. Nothing equals a 58, so they had to use that 58, that word bundle.
Yeah, for the ritual. Yeah.
Right. So then here we go this year, and we have State Farm again with Derrick Henry, and if you look at towards the end of the commercial, they show him pulling a dog on a couch, and supposedly the word from that same actor, he says the dog is not supposed to be on the couch, Derek. So when you look up the dog, it equals 59. So Derrick Henry is with the Ravens. So it's possible. I'm not saying it is. It's going to happen, but it's possible that the Ravens do make it to the Super Bowl. But because we know that NFL is kind of racist. What if Lamar Jackson does lose? But what if they do play the Lions, and the NFC team is the one that wins? You know, that's just an idea that I kind of brought up. That's why I try to text you. I don't know if my text come clear to you or not. Or
Oh yeah, I understood exactly what you meant, but it's just that yeah, in order for that to be relevant, you will have to go back and analyze every Super Bowl to see if that pattern, because they switch up the commercials every year, you know.
Right, right. But like if you analyze every year on the past, and if you look at I don't you could go back five decades, you'll notice that you'll see like the 49ers have three, the Cowboys have three, um, everybody has three in that decade. I'm not saying that if like for instance, if they played, let's say they win two championships in one decade, and then the next decade is the brand new decade, they win a Super Bowl. That can happen, but it has to be like for instance, you have the Buffalo Bills. Um, I guess they had four losses, but I don't think it matters for losses. I think they can have two, three, four, five, six, whatever in losses, but it's the wins. They can only have, for some reason they can only have three wins in a decade. So our new decade started in Super Bowl 54. So 54 to 63 is this decade. So I can almost guarantee that the Chiefs, they could go to the Super Bowl in the next 5 years, which is including 59. They can go to the Super Bowl for 5 years, but they're not going to win. And then if you pay attention to the commercial, I think State Farm is a big commercial for them, because they have that one where Andy Reid is saying "Bundle Ruski." Well, if you note that at the end of that commercial, he says "Bundle Ruski Do." Do is the key. If you type that up, it's 65, which means that tells me that they're going to go possibly to the Super Bowl in 65, which is a new decade, because the start of the new decade is 64. And then if you also look at history, no team can get more than 6 Super Bowl wins. The Pittsburgh Steelers have 6, and the New England Patriots have 6. So they're gonna paint the picture for the Steelers to try to make it. or they're going to get there. If let's just say the Steelers go, there's no way they can win because they already have six. Tom Brady is prime example. He went with the New England Patriots. He got six rings, and then he left. That's if you pay attention to the pattern in the script and Gematria, of course. That's what leads me to believe that. So I'm just saying that if by chance the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, they're not going to win because they already have three. And then if you
Let me ask you something. How you feel about Snoop Dogg, who also sacrificed his parents, and he been a big Steelers fan, and the Super Bowl is 112 days after his birthday, when Snoop Dogg and Super Bowl are both 112, and now Eminem, both of his parents is gone 69 days before the Super Bowl when Lions equals 69. His mother died at 69. So you got these two rappers who have history, right? They I think they've collaborated before, and they both sacrificed their parents in connection to the Super Bowl. How you feel about that?
if 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 it could happen, it could happen. The Detroit Lions and the Steelers go to the Super Bowl because you have the AFC team and the NFC team, but the Detroit Lions would wind up winning because Pittsburgh Steelers already has six Super Bowl wins.
Yeah, but if they become 7-2, that's a significant number because they're 6-2 in the Super Bowls. So we might see the Lions go. They'll probably be the big favorite. Everybody will put money on the Lions because it's no way there's no way Russell Wilson is gonna go beat the Lions. Blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, the Steelers have a lead and then win the game and the biggest upset.
It can't. It won't. It can't. It can't be. It cannot happen. Based on history, it cannot happen. You know, like I'm gonna give you an example of something. I've been doing besides Gematria, learning from you. I've been I noticed there's also patterns.
Yeah.
So what I'm coming down to is I've noticed that when you do the drop, like how should it's hard to explain, but like I noticed that if you do a draft, if you know Freemasons, they like the numbers 11 and 13. Well, I think I don't know if 11 is the lucky number or 13 is the lucky number for them. So I noticed that if you go 11 years back, which is I don't know what is it, 2012 or so. That's the draft from those teams. If you pick up all the current players, active players from 2012 to 2025, you should have 11 years, 11 or 13 years. So you put on all the teams that have that many years. Then you also do the same thing for 2000 or you go back 13 years. I noticed that the teams that are in the playoff contentions are on that list. And then you start weeding them out. And guess what? The Lions, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bills, they're still on the list. Everybody else who's got like crappy records are I cross them out. And it's the way it is happening right now. Um, So it's you mentioned one time that this stuff is deep and it's really deep. But you just have to be careful on a narrative because the narrative sometimes to me is like a psyop that they guide you in a different direction. So that way, like for instance, last night's game, when you mentioned it was plus 6.5 points for the Browns.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? So I placed that bet as well, 6.5 points.
Yeah.
And what I did is I wound up buying because the bookie that I do or whatever, they only allow you up to 1.5, which was it turned out to be 8 points. So I bought that 8 points. And what was the ending? What did the Broncos win by? 9. They know it. They already know what the score is gonna be.
Yeah.
So
So
everybody's
they
like,
bait you. They bait you into buying the 8 points. Yeah, I know.
right. And I think they do the same thing on these narratives.
Yeah, because
They
it was the
they
Browns was where they were at the 2 yard line, and the guy throws an interception. Why don't you run the ball in?
right, or better yet, he threw the interception in and four guys covering his receiver. You know what I mean? And
Not
he
only
did
that,
that, and
you're down by 9. You can't win with a touchdown. Why not attempt to? Well, I don't know, man. Because I guess it's debatable because you're at the 2 yard line. But what I would have did was I would have kicked the field goal because you can't even if you score, you're not gonna win. So I think the best thing they would have did is kick the field goal, go on for the onside kick, and then try to score the touchdown. But no, they're gonna throw the
but
ball from the 2 yard line.
even let's just say that they kicked the field goal and they still lost.
You still lose, but you can't win because you're down by 9. So
Right,
even if you
right.
score a 2 point conversion, you're still down by 1 point.
But what I'm saying is on the betting. Let's say he kicked the field goal. Well, guess what? All those people like you and me that bet on the 6.5, we would win.
Yeah,
But
but
they
that's why
didn't
he
want
didn't.
that.
That's why he didn't kick the field goal.
Yes, exactly. They that's why they won by 9. So that way we all lost. So
Yeah,
all the
that's what. Yeah,
people
they
that
covered the
bet it.
spread at the end from the
And
two
then can
yard
you
line.
imagine of all the people that said, "Oh, you don't have plus 8 points. There's no way they're going to win by more than 8 points." So everybody dumps the money on the Browns to win, to cover the spread. But in reality, they already figured that out that they're going to score by 9, and because they only give us up to 8, and they won by 1 extra point, so we all lose. So I think that's like a psyop, and they do the same thing
Well, yeah, they
when
do
you
that.
do
They
the
do that
bet.
all the time, though. They don't
Right,
just do it
right.
in football.
No, they do it in everything. But
Yeah.
but I think they create that psyop, so you start, we have a scrambling of people trying to bet. But what I'm looking
You
at is
think you
I'm
think
trying to.
Eminem's mother dying at 69 it's a mislead people?
No, I think. Well, Eminem. If you look at Eminem, Eminem's favorite team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
But yes, his favorite team. In fact, I'll give you an example. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan too, and I live in California, and they come out to Oxnard. Well, when you go to Oxnard, you can see Eminem there. So Eminem is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, it says here
But
that he likes the Cowboys as a kid because of the
right,
Lions were a bad team.
right. See what I mean? So I just know that. Remember, long. I don't know if you follow Eminem, but a long time ago, when he used to get his get his award or something, he would see all these different celebrities coming out in strange attire or covering one eye, and he used to look at them all kind of funny. But now he's part of it. So I think what happened is in his career, when celebrities, when their families die or whatever, I think it takes off for them. And then now you're able to, it's weird that how everything ties in together, but I think that those rituals are for him, just like that baseball guy Freeman for his mom. It ties in for them, but it's weird that it connects with other things like this football Super Bowl or whatever. But like I said, strange, strange you have a cough and I have a cough. Anyway, so like I mentioned before, on the 6 Super Bowl rings, Patrick Mahomes, even though he's the baby kid, which is the new GOAT, he already has 3 Super Bowl rings,
Yeah.
which means he can only get 2 more. He can't get 6. Why? Because if you go back in history, I don't know if it's Super Bowl III or Super Bowl IV, Kansas City Chiefs already won. So that Super Bowl with the 3 that happened is 4. Patrick Mahomes can only get 2 more. And he'll probably get the 2 more in this new decade coming up after 63, which is the start of Super Bowl 64 will be the new decade, the #1 of the new decade. And then 65 is probably when he'll get it. I think somewhere they, you know how they repeat everything, history repeats itself. I think eventually, somewhere in this decade, Patrick Mahomes is probably going to get hurt, so they can explain why he's not coming back to get a Super Bowl. He might be out for a year or something. Something's going to play out. But I think that's what's happening. I don't know about, you have to just continue. It's nothing set in stone, so you have to keep watching. Like, you have to kind of pay attention to the commercials. You know, maybe they come out with a different scenario, but right now, it looks like State Farm is the one who passes the message to all these other casinos or teams or whoever they do it to, whoever they're communicating with. And you just have to kind of keep an eye out on a new commercial. You know, it's like the one for college. I really don't do college because it's pretty hard. But they're sending a message from that commercial where one of the coaches comes out with those gator shoes. That's to me they're talking to somebody, and I'm trying to look at that on a bracket, but so you kind of have to watch the same thing, and so right now it's Derrick Henry, who's part of the Ravens, and then that line they do where the dog, and when you look at the dog, it's 59. It's the only thing in that whole commercial. Because trust me, I look at that too. I type in all that on Gematria. I type in each word, and nothing comes up at 59 except for that phrase, the dog, how he says it, and that one's 59. So I don't know who they play, but when you come out with Eminem, you know that's a possibility that the Detroit Lions do make it. But what if it's not them? It could be a different team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm trying to say. And but other than that, I'll keep teaching you and yeah, I want to learn more from you, especially at Gematria, because I'm still confused on some things in Gematria, and I would like to learn from you. That's from your Patreon. So
No problem, man.
yeah, I appreciate everything though. You're awesome, bro. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right, dog. I'll let somebody else get through.
All right, thanks a lot, man. You guys, I really think this guy was born in 1952, man. Until I see otherwise, and I don't know. I don't care what other this right here is bullshit to me. Born in 51. There's no way. All right. If anybody else wants to call in, the number's on the screen. 646-986-0958. If you notice anything about this woman's death today that you want to point out, please share it. Call in and share it. Miss Debbie, dead at 69. 69 days before the Super Bowl. Actually, she was born Debbie Matters Briggs. Debbie Matters Briggs. She was given the name Debbie Nelson. Yeah, her name is 52, and she dies while her son is 52 years old. Slim Shady equals 52 as well, like Gematria, like Kabbalah. She died in St. Joseph, Missouri. There's your 46 and 62. And again, she died 46 days after Eminem's birthday as well. St. Joseph, Missouri has that Gematria of 56 and 187 like Society of Jesus. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Thank you for the call. What's going on?
Not much. You aware that Eminem we see is a clone, right?
A clone. Well, we don't talk about cloning on this channel. If you want that, you gotta go to Call Me Ken Folks channel.
Oh, okay.
He's a clone expert.
Clone expert. Oh, you're not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't talk about cloning here.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thanks a lot. Sorry, you guys. If you want to talk about cloning and aliens and stuff like that, you gotta go to Call Me Ken Folk YouTube channel. He is the expert on cloning. Okay. Somebody said the Kobe connections. Yep. That was you on the phone. These trolls are like they're like proud. They're like the proud trolls. It's like, oh yeah, that was me trolling. Ha ha ha. Like they're proud to be a troll. It's just amazing. Oh man. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. See you later. Peace.